Kenneth Macmillan was born in Dunfermline Fife on December 11th of 1929. Kenneth's parents were William and Edith Macmillan. When Kenneth was 11 years old, he won a scholarship to his local grammar school. The school was evacuated to Retford in Nottinghamshire, and it was here that he had first discovered ballet. He had already learned tap and Scottish country dancing and had taken part in entertainments for soldiers at American Air Force bases. In Retford, he took tap lessons from Jean Thomas, a local dance teacher who encouraged him to try ballet. He was soon obsessed in devouring back issues of the Dancing Times in the local library. In 1942, Edith Macmillan had died from chronic epilepsy. Kenneth was emotionally devastated. A dance teacher in Great Yarmouth, Phyllis Adams, became, in effect, his surrogate mother. When he was 15, he found an advertisement in the Dancing Times offering scholarships for boys at the Sadler's Wells Ballet School. He wrote to Ninette de Valois in the name of his father. The letter got him an audition, but did not fool anyone, and as he discovered years later when he took over as a direction of the Royal Ballet and found his files in the archives, the audition was participation in a class with Sadler's Wells Company. In 1953, Macmillan created his first ballet. It was called Somnambulism. Its three characters were portrayed as if they were dreaming in their sleep, troubled by anxiety, monotony, and premonition. A quarter ballet of 6 wore black masks to transform them into the faceless fantasies of the three dreamers. The first performance was held on February 1st, 1953 in London. He also created Fragment and Punch and the Child in 1953. Unfortunately, there is no record of there being a film of somnambulism. Since then, Macmillan has participated in many pieces. In 1955, Macmillan choreographed his third ballet. It was called House of Birds. The theme was suggested from John Cranko. It was based on the Grimm brothers' macabre fairytale, Jorinda and Joringel. A witch, their bird woman, snares young children and transforms them into birds. When the witch is overcome by two true lovers, the spell is broken. The witch's victims peck her to death and resume human form. While the turning of mortals into birds is a familiar pastime of ballet sorcerers, House of Birds was one of only 3 Macmillan ballets which drew for inspiration on fairy tales. Macmillan choreographed a musical. It was called The Espresso Bongo. It was one of his first musicals that he choreographed. Here's a recording of The Espresso Bongo.
My darling, forgive me. I yearn for your touch. Have pity, come back now. I need you so much. Believe me and you hear it. The voice from above. A voice in the wilderness. The voice of true love.
On October 29, 1992, Kenneth Macmillan passed away.